Why hasn't God appeared to 8 billion people in a way that's irrefutable and said, here I am, here's what my nature is, here's what I want, here's what's going on?
All right, so there's two types of revelation from God. There's general revelation, which everybody gets. For example, the Bible. That's an example of general revelation. Everyone can open it up and read it. Also, in places where people didn't have the Bible, or even before the Bible was ever written, people can still look around at nature and easily come to the logical conclusion that there must be a creator because life requires a life giver. None of this is an accident. It would be absolutely absurd to believe that your ancestors are fish. That's the theory of macroevolution, by the way, which of course there's no evidence for. But moving on to personal revelation. Not everybody gets this. Jesus says in Matthew chapter 11, I thank you, Father, Lord heaven and earth, that you have hidden these things from the wise and understanding and revealed them to little children. Now, Jesus is obviously not talking about the general revelation that he's giving everyone. He's performing these miracles and he's revealing things that have been kept secret from the foundation of the world. But there's only a specific type of person that God reveals himself to personally. Have you ever wondered why Jesus spoke in parables? Well, the disciples wondered as well. Why do you speak to them in parables? And Jesus said, to you it has been given to know the secrets of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it has not been given. You see, a lot of people think that God reveals himself to everyone, but only some people accept him or are just inherently smart enough to believe him. But this could not be further from the truth. God actually enters into a personal relationship with all of the people whom he chose before the foundation of the world. If you actually read the Bible, you would know this. Ephesians chapter 1 says he predestined us, believers, for adoption to himself as sons through Jesus Christ according to the purpose of his will, to the praise of his glorious grace, with which he has blessed us in the beloved. In him we have obtained an inheritance, having been predestined according to the purpose of him who works all things according to the counsel of his will. So to answer the question about why God doesn't reveal himself to everyone in the exact same way is because that's simply not part of the divine plan. According to the Bible, God never planned to save everyone to begin with. I mean, if he did, then everyone would be saved. But why doesn't he save everyone? Well, Romans chapter 9 tells us, even though God would be perfectly just in sending everybody straight to hell after they died, he has endured with much patience the vessels of wrath prepared for destruction in order to make known the riches of his glory for the vessels of mercy which he has prepared beforehand for glory, the people whom God predestined to salvation. This is what separates Christianity from all other false religions, because it's God who saves his people irrespective of what they did in their life, and immortality is truly a gift from God which nobody can work for. It's like a child who goes down on Christmas and opens up a present. It's free. The kid did absolutely nothing to deserve it. But of course the question is asked, is there injustice on God's part? Isn't this not fair? If he's the one that just chooses who gets to be saved? By no means. I will have mercy on whom I have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I have compassion. The physical life we have now is a gift. We didn't ask for it. We didn't work for it. And it's a blessing that we all get. And by God's grace, he gives the eternal blessing of eternal life to his people. And they don't deserve that eternal life any more than they deserve this first physical life.